Hi, thanks for watching InnerTech.
Hi there. It's hard not to smile when you see a classic muscle car. These powerful monsters were created to not only take you from one point to another, but also to deliver a thrilling ride full of heart-pounding pleasure. 1970 Chevrolet Camaro Z28. Chevrolet Camaro, the iconic American passenger car, manufactured by the Chevrolet division of General Motors Corporation. Cars of the second generation were produced from February 1970 to August 1981. The standard Sport Coupe model could be supplemented with the special design package Rally Sport RS or equipped with more powerful engines performed by the Super Sport SS. In parallel with the release of these modifications, a high-speed package was also released under the code Z28. No one advertised it or offered it, and it was not broadcast to the general public, but the Chevrolet Camaro Z28 model became the most famous for the entire existence of the brand. Package options for the Z28 included a special 5.7-liter engine with 360 horsepower, spoilers front and rear, and coloring in the form of racing stripes on the hood and trunk lid, white for cars painted in dark colors, and black for cars painted of light shades. 1970 Chevrolet Chevelle LS6. When the company GM squeezed their previous requirements, prohibiting the installation of an engine of more than 400 cubic inches on medium-sized cars, in the American automobile industry there was a real boom of muscle cars. According to most conservative estimates, the power of the LS6 was 450 horsepower, but according to some experts, due to the high compression ratio and the huge Holley 78 CFM carburetor, the actual power of the LS6 was close to 500 horsepower. Employees of the magazine Car and Driver tested the car in 1970 and claimed it went from 0 to 60 in 5.4 seconds. How much faster do you think this car would be today with modern tires? 1968 Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500. The Ford Mustang cars modified by American racer and designer Carroll Shelby were the cherished dream of every true Mustang fan. Released in 1965 and 1966, the Shelby GT 350 and Shelby GT 500 models were not only powerful, but elegant and light, perfectly suitable for traveling. After a couple of years, the Shelby GT philosophy changed, and his cars actively participated in one-sprint race competitions. So under the hood of the 1967 and 1968 Shelby GT 500 was an engine with a capacity of 625 horsepower and a volume of 427 cubic inches. The engine is aligned with a 6-speed manual gearbox designed for drag races. The increased body length and more aggressive appearance of the car favorably distinguished the Ford Mustang Shelby GT 500 from the 1965 GT 350 models. 1969 Dodge Charger RT. The Dodge Charger is the iconic American car produced by Dodge division of Chrysler Corporation. In 1969, the Dodge Charger was slightly modified from the previous 68-year version. External changes included a new grille with a split in the center and new taillights from designer Harvey Wynn. A new trim line called Special Edition was also added. In addition, to further enhance the image of the muscle car, a new option package was added under the name RT, which meant Road Track. The RT index was placed only on cars with high power. The Dodge Charger RT came with the 440 Magnum or 426 Hemi engine. 1970 Plymouth Hemi CUDA. Plymouth Hemi CUDA was not a full-fledged model, but a sports version of the third-generation Plymouth Barracuda with a huge Hemi engine. As befits a true legend among racing cars, not many cars could compete with the 1970 Hemi CUDA. It was distinguished by its classic balanced appearance and engine, the frame of which was no less than the car itself. The heart was the legendary 426 6.9-liter block Hemi. Fully cast iron, it possessed 2 valves per cylinder in hemispherical combustion chambers. The valves were driven by a single camshaft, and the twin exhaust system helped to fill the full power of the engine. The car accelerated to 60 miles per hour in a record 5.6 seconds, and the maximum speed reached was 117 miles per hour. 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429. The golden years of NASCAR came at the end of the 70s and the beginning of the 80s. Automakers were serious about racing, and for the purpose of homologation, that is to participate in racing models, they should have produced at least 500 models, however, often producing models that were extremely dangerous for the streets. The Ford Mustang Boss 429 was a real beast. Its V8 429 cubic inches gave out 375 horsepower and 6,000 RPMs. But the engine was so massive that it did not fit into the classic engine compartment of the Mustang. Then Ford signed a contract with the company CarCraft to eliminate all interface. Specialists at CarCraft had to redo half the elements to make room and literally squeeze in the engine. Today at auction, the model 1969 Ford Mustang Boss 429 is sold for more than $200,000. 1970 Dodge Challenger RT. The Dodge Challenger is a cult car designed to compare with cars like the Chevrolet Camaro, Ford Mustang, and Pontiac Firebird. Coupe models were offered in 4 versions: Challenger 6, Challenger V8, Challenger TA, and Challenger RT. The Challenger RT is a more powerful model with a Chrysler 383 Magnum V8 engine with a capacity of 335 horsepower. Additionally, the RT was equipped with the Chrysler RB440 V8 Magnum 375 horsepower, Chrysler RB440 V8 6-pack 390 horsepower, and Chrysler RB426 V8 Hemi 425 horsepower engines. The Challenger RT was available in a coupe or convertible type body. The coupe in SE version could be ordered with a more luxurious body, which included leather seats, a vinyl roof, as well as a smaller rear window. And lastly, another great muscle car, 1969 Mercury Cougar Eliminator. This car was produced from 1967 to 2002. The year 1969 brought a few additions and adjustments to the Mercury Cougar. For the first time, the most productive package, Eliminator, appeared, which in the basic configuration came with a 4-chamber carburetor and an 8-cylinder 351 cubic engine with a capacity of 290 horsepower. It was distinguished with a black grille, special bands on the body, front and rear spoilers, and a large air intake. The body was painted only in bright colors. Write in the comments which of these cars you like the most. And don't forget to put like if you like this video.
Well, that's all for today. Thanks for having watched the video. If you liked it, please leave a comment. Share it with your friends. If you found it interesting, remember to crush on the bell so that you are always updated to new releases. See you soon with another awesome video.